Hi, this is Tim from fititmidlife.com. Today, I've got the brand new Reebok Nano X PR. Reebok says this lightweight version of the Nano training shoe can help you set a personal record by letting you lift an extra kilo, shave a second off your time, or get an extra rep. But is it really lightweight? That's what we're going to find out when we compare it head to head to every other Nano shoe that has come out this year, so stick around. All right, here they are, the Nano X PR. PR for personal record. Reebok says it's a lightweight version of the Nano, made with lightweight materials. It costs $10 extra compared to the regular Nano. And, when I pick it up side by side with a regular Nano, I'm not really feeling a difference. Got another pair here just to double check. We're going to put these things on the scale here shortly, do a weigh-in. But before we do that, let me actually put these on. They do look nice. I definitely will say that. I like the all-white, crisp look. I like the laces that they have with these things. There's really only this colorway of the PR. There's not like multiple different colors or anything like that. So overall, feels like a Nano X, Nano 10. The upper is not the same stretchy kind of flex weave or stretchy tongue that they used on the regular edition. However, it does feels like a lighter weight material. But I don't know if this shoe is actually lighter overall. Let's take a look around. So there's the side view. They do look sharp. You can see the outsole there is basically the same with the decoupled or split outsole and midsole. Helps reduce shock when you're heel striking. At least that's the theory is as you heel strike, less of the shock is transmitted forward to the rest of your foot and leg. Yeah. As far as looks, I'll give them a thumbs up. They look great. But let's go put them on the scale now. Let's do a weigh-in. All right, here we go. We got the trusty digital scale out. Hopefully that's going to show up there. Yeah, I can see that readout. So let's do this. Let's find out, are these really lightweight? So I just so happen to have every Nano shoe that has been released here in the year 2020. How convenient. So first, I'm going to start with the Froning edition. This is a limited special edition. It looks really nice. Very nice upper. A lot of nice details on it. The triple ropey looking kind of thread lock things. The laces, the upper, and overall looks great. It's got this cool looking but completely ineffectual midfoot strap. It is anchored with, elastic on one side, so it doesn't really do much. But it adds weight, right? So let's turn the scale back on, and let's start with a baseline here. So Froning edition, U.S. men's size 11, 15 ounces, 15.0 ounces. Pretty heavy. That is heavy for a cross-training shoe. Now, let's check a regular edition, Nano X, Nano 10. Set that on there. 14.3. Let's double check that. Let's try the other side. Sometimes the shoes weigh different. 14.1, okay? So let's average that. Call it 14.2. Here's another pair of the regular Nano. Let's just triple check that. 14.4. And try the other one. And that is 14.4. So call it 14.4, 14.3. Somewhere in that ballpark. Okay, so now the moment has arrived. What you want to see is the Nano PR actually more lightweight than the regular edition Nano. Here we go. 14.2. Okay, let's try the other one. 14.6, oddly enough. So if you add that weight together, that's 28.8 ounces, which would be exactly the same as this set of Nanos, right? Because they're both 14.4. So there's really not a weight savings here. And I knew right away, as soon as I picked the thing up out of the box, I was like, this is not lighter. The upper materials feel lighter for sure, but the upper maybe doesn't contribute all that much to the overall weight. So it's not lightweight. It looks good, but you're not going to get a performance gain there. But you know what? I've got one more shoe we could try out here. Hey, what is this? This is the Nano OG. Reebok has brought back the original Nano, the Nano 1, whatever you want to call it, from the year 2012, and they're selling it here in 2020 for the full regular price, $130. And, of course, you knew I would have to buy it. But this actually feels light when I pick it up, so let me turn the scale back on. And let's give this one a go. So this is the Nano OG. Wow, 11.3 ounces. So this is legitimately 3 ounces lighter per shoe than the newer Nanos. And I'm not surprised. I already indicated this in my Nano X review that the Nano, it just keeps getting heavier and heavier, as does the Metcon 6, by the way. The Metcon 6 is heavier than the Metcon shoes have ever been. So oddly enough, if you truly want a lightweight Nano here in the year 2020, you actually need to go with the Nano OG. Get these from Reebok.com. This is a limited time thing. I think they're not going to be selling these forever. And, we'll do a separate review of the Nano OG overall. But, again, the Nano PR, not lightweight. It's about the same. Interesting. Okay, so a little bit of a disappointment there. They're not really that lightweight. They're actually about the same as the regular Nano X edition. But let's look at some of the details in the styling because they do look good. So the big difference, let's look at the outsole first. So you can see it's the standard Nano 10, Nano X, labeled Metasplit. Same tread pattern, all rubber. It's got the decoupled outsole, decoupled midsole, I suppose, on the inside. And it does feel very much like a regular edition Nano X. You've got the rope wrap, the rubber protection wrap up around the back of the heel. It's got kind of like a glittery pattern to it in particular. It looks slick and looks good. Looks really good. So you can see too, this is actually see-through. That's pretty cool. And a lot of that material is, right? So this feels pretty lightweight. You can see the upper here. The upper is definitely a different material than is on the regular Nano X. It is not stretchy. It does not feel like the flex weave that's on the regular shoe. It does kind of have a lighter weight feel to it though, for what that's worth. As does the tongue. So the tongue has the same general kind of shape and form where it's got these kind of padded, these bolsters on the side, a little less in the middle, and the high collar. Take a look inside there, nothing really in particular to see. It's got the high collar, it's got the Achilles pad, it's got the padding around the collar, just like the regular shoe. Looking at this side, laces look good. I like a pair of fancy laces, and these are pretty nice. So that's cool. Let's see what else. You can see from this side, labeled Rope Pro down here, and you can see there's some light gray accents. So there's really only one colorway. There's a men's version, there's a women's version, and they're very similar, very light, mostly white. I think this is actually like white, gray, and silver metallic is what they describe it as. But overall, I like it. It looks really nice. Here's the thing, though. I'm not going to put these through the ringer because they are the same weight. They feel the same drop, I'm sure. And really, what's the point of testing them if I'm just going to get them all dirty and messy and then mess up those nice clean looks? So I am not really going to do a lot of performance testing on these, to be clear, because I just don't feel like that's going to yield anything, to be honest. Let's kind of look side by side with the regular edition if you want to see the differences. So you can see the flex weave, stretchy upper, but overall the shape. Boring laces, boring flat regular laces on the regular shoe. Boy, you don't get the nice laces that you get on the PR. But, very, very much the same. Not that I thought there would be a difference. You can see here there's the decoupled outsole. There's the meta splits up front. Same tread pattern, all that kind of stuff. And both of these, by the way, I didn't mention this, but of course they're both the same size, U.S. men's size 11. And yeah, so, it's up to you. If you want a nice looking shoe for an extra $10, these are $140, I believe. That's what you get, the Nano PR. Okay, so there you go. This is the Reebok Nano X PR. It is a special edition of the Nano X, Nano 10 Reebok's cross-training shoe. The upper is made from different materials as compared to the regular shoes, so you can see some of it see-through. This material is definitely different, and the laces are a more sophisticated, premium kind of shoelace as compared to the regular edition. The tongue is also made from a different material. However, this does not seem to yield any actual weight savings. These actually weigh pretty much the same thing as a regular edition pair of Reebok Nano X. They look great, but I don't think you should expect any weight savings from these shoes. So if you like this review, please like, please subscribe. We post new shoe reviews regularly. Thank you. Have a good day.